Moo asks, hey, are we going to hell like all of us? And if we do, is there a way out?
Moo, thank you for the question. Let me see if I could answer this question in a few different ways. The first way, this is a very technical, difficult question, especially the way you worded it. So I'm going to try to answer it according to the way you worded it. So if any of my PhDs and Bible scholars out there see that I'm wrong, and I'm trying to answer this specific question. Number one, do we all deserve to go to hell? I would say yes. Every human in the world, aside for Jesus, deserves to go to hell because we have sinned. And what you mean by sin means just not measuring up to God's standards of righteousness or God's standard of goodness, being good enough. And so none of us are ever good enough for God. We have to be perfect. And so Romans 3 says, for the wages of sin is death. All have sinned, everyone has sinned, fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death, so everyone deserves hell, okay? It's called the Romans Road. I don't really want to get into much of that right now. I'm just trying to answer this question. So yes, all people deserve hell. So here we go. Let's just take my phone as this is your person, and this is hell, right? We're all going to hell. Now, pause. Are all humans going to hell? We all deserve hell. That's number one, I answered. Yes, we all deserve hell. Number two, are we all going to hell? No, because the Bible makes it very clear that salvation, being saved from hell, that is possible, and that's only possible by believing and putting your full trust and faith and hope in Jesus Christ to save you. Jesus was that standard of goodness, and he lived that life, and he did that for us, and that God punished Jesus for us, and so because of that, there was like this switch, like now that we deserve hell, Jesus came in, right? We deserve hell, Jesus came in and took hell for us. Okay, does that make sense? So those of us who placed our hearts and our desires and want to follow God or Jesus, and we confess faith and that he's the master of our lives and we're not, that's who don't go to hell. We still deserve it, but positionally we don't get it because of Jesus. Now, is there a way out? Yes, I just explained it. That's faith in Jesus Christ. People think all everywhere, they think that we could just do enough good stuff to be deserving to get out of hell or to get out of this one-way ticket to hell. And just it's not possible. It's not possible. You sin way too much. If you stop sinning right now and you just never sinned ever in your life, you still have all this sin and stuff before your life. And I'll give you an example. The first commandment is you shall not have any other gods before me, right? That's just number one. That's just the first commandment. And if you think up to whatever point you've been saved, every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every month of every year of your entire life was breaking that first commandment. Matt Chandler puts it like this: the other commandments, they're like very easy to, like very simple, elementary. Don't lie. Don't be angry. Don't covet. Don't want something that's not yours, and be content. Like these are very basic commandments, and we all break them all the time. All right. So, yeah, let me give you a story. It's kind of a joke or a story. A preacher died. A preacher died, and he went to heaven. He was at the gates of heaven, and he met St. Peter there, and St. Peter said, hey, why should I let you into heaven? Why should you get into heaven? And the preacher said, well, I've been a preacher for 35 years. And St. Peter said, that's fantastic. You get 1 point. And then the preacher said, oh my gosh. And well, I served in the soup kitchen for 45 years, my whole life, my whole adult life, I gave to the poor. And St. Peter said, oh, fantastic. 2 points. And the preacher was like, confuzzled. He was angry. He was frustrated. He was like confused. He was like, I've done all this good stuff. Why can't I get into heaven? And then all of a sudden he saw one of his parishioners, one of his people that attended his church, popped up. Must have died. Then he just walks right into heaven. And St. Peter just lets him in. And the preacher goes, hey, why did he go into heaven? Why was he able to go into heaven and I wasn't? And St. Peter looked over that guy and he said, oh, he's not playing this game. The point of that story is, don't play the game and trying to earn your way to heaven. Someone already did that for you.